Now this is what I'm talking about. You like that? This is my paint booth. This is a paint booth. Okay? This is my paint booth. It's my version of it anyways. But check this out. Easy up. Making use of that big old box of cellophane for wrapping cars. Got a little extra little Velcro strip right here on the side. I've been sanding a little bit. Got my sawhorses in here. Got the grill, header panel. That's the back panel for the back of the trunk for the lessons learned. This is the front of lessons learned. Got a coat of base. I got one coat of base coat on that header panel. I got 2 coats on the grill. I got 2 coats on that, but it bubbled on me. I was laying it on a little too thick. Not in here. This is why I built this today, is because I don't want no freaking bubbles in my paint. So I got those sanded out. Now I just gotta prep this stuff, get it, wax and grease, remove everything, and then mix up some more paint and spray 2 coats of base, and hopefully I'll get some clear spray tonight. So hopefully it freaking won't bubble again. This is what I got going on right now. Just working on lessons learned. I've got some parts from the pull apart. They finally got another Crown Victoria in. It's a Crown Victoria LX. You can see the front grill there is I think the city edition, whatever. And then the back panel right here is had a chrome section on the back. The bottom of it was chrome, and then it was painted already, so I just refinishing all that white. Just more of the monochromatic look. So, and I already had this piece installed, but I removed it. This is I don't know what that is. I forget what it's called right now. Anyways, that piece right there needs to be painted as well. You can see it's kind of a dark blue color. It's like that color that's kind of close to like blue jeans or whatever. I'm not sure where the red came from. That car could have been wrecked at one point in time, but that is a genuine Ford part. Like I said, I want to keep lessons learned where it has all original parts on it, except for all my performance parts. I want everything to be really good stuff, so that's what I'm working on right now. I got paint. I actually changed it up a little bit. I'm going to be painting this whole car high performance white. So this is code HP. I think that the police interceptor's code is LW or I can't remember. Anyways, it's just performance white. This is high performance white. I actually don't even know how different this is going to look in comparison to performance white. I don't know yet. I'm not going to know until I put this right up next to lessons learned sitting outside, and I put those parts on there. Then I'll know what's up. So Sherwin-Williams Auto Paint. I think this is ATX, and then got some Finish One clear. I haven't sprayed that ever, so I don't know how it's going to spray out. We'll see. I got my trusty old suction feed HVLP gun. Just what I have for now. I'm trying to find me a good gravity feed gun. I've never used a gravity feed gun. I've never had to spray anything more than small parts, so I've always had suction feed. I hate this though. I really want a gravity feed because this canister on the bottom side gets in the way. I don't know how many times I've banged fresh paint with this canister. So I get the gravity feed. I know what it's there for. I know why, and it's to keep you from hitting your freaking parts. So looking for one. I actually think I've picked out one, so I'm trying to get that in here as soon as I can, get a better results. So I have the front fender, excuse me. The front fender came from Grand Marquis. It has the two-tone silver on the bottom, so that needs 2 coats of base, and all, as well as the upper radiator support or whatever that piece is. I think it's upper radiator support. The header panel is in there, the grill's in there, and the back reflector housing, whatever panel for the trunk lid is in there. So I'm going to get these wiped out and get them sprayed in, and I'll see you as soon as that part is done. Let me take you in and take a look at it and see what this looks like. Sorry for the noise if I ain't got the fan running. Check it out. Got these parts painted, kind of painted solid in. Got 2 coats clear. Hey, look, awesome. I'm just looking for okay, and I think they're a little bit better than okay. I hope they still look as good in the morning as they do right now. They look pretty dang good. So I really wanted to. I don't have the paint for it, but I think later on what I'm going to do is, like the newer Fords have like black on the inside of the grill and white on the outside. I think that's what I want to do. I haven't seen any other Crown Victorias like that. And there is actually a lip, if you look. I'm trying not to touch. If you look, there's a lip right around the inside, and I really want to take that off all the way around. Or I could just go around this outside edge. I don't know. Just depends on how much time I really want to spend on it. But I could tape all that off and paint this whole inside right here like a satin or semi-gloss black. I think that would look freaking cool. So I may still do that. I may do that later on. I mean, the rest of the car is obviously still going to have to be painted. So this is kind of like a test color, test fit kind of thing. So we'll see how that works. We'll see how this looks on the car. And if it looks good, then that's probably what we'll do on the rest of the car. The rest of the car's paint is not in bad shape, but it's definitely not this good. So this is going to be the best looking part. So what's even crazier is this part right here. It doesn't have to be this nice, but I had extra clear, so I just went ahead and sprayed it on it. So obviously it's going to get, a little wear and tear on it during assembly, but overall it looks freaking good. I like it. I mean, that right there, with a minimal amount of bubble, what is it? So solvent pop. So I've got solvent pop issues that I was having like crazy on, especially this piece. I was able to lightly sand it out with a 400 and then go back, and so I wet sanded it out with a 400, and then I went back with 2 more coats of base and then 2 coats of clear today. Yes, I did that yesterday. The solvent pop showed up yesterday. Had this easy up outside in the backyard, and then it was about close to 90 degrees outside. So I was just laying it on too thick for that kind of heat. I didn't lay any kind of light coat to start with. I just kind of did a wet coat. I figured I'd do 2 wet coats and it'd be done, and that's what I'm used to doing, and it didn't work. So I had a lot of solvent pop on this panel, that panel, and on the top of this panel for some reason. I don't know why. So it's looking awesome today though. Looks like the clear is on really smooth. I got very minimal solvent pop issues. Most all the solvent pop issues are resolved. And again, I'm just looking for okay. I don't care if it's got a little bit of imperfections here and there. Doesn't have to be perfect. This piece right here actually looks better than the factory one. If it was daylight outside right now, I'd take you and show you the original one. But I see a little bit of solvent pop right there, but that's basically it. This had minimal prep done to it, and this is a pull-apart part. It come off of a working car, come off of a pull-apart car. So as far as I'm concerned, that's perfect. This back panel, you can see right there, there's a solvent pop that the clear would not fill in. I considered filling these holes, but now I was going to do a Grand Marquis swap, front end swap on this car, but then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to be taking this car to car shows and for veterans and stuff like that, it would be a lot cooler if it was a Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. So I'm going to leave it with its legacy. I'm going to leave it as a Police Interceptor, and I was about to fill these holes in. I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on eBay, and I'm going to order a Police Interceptor badge, put it back on this car. There's not another Police Interceptor with a black... I'm sorry, all the way around. There's not another Police Interceptor. I guess the Police Interceptor City package don't have the logo back here. I don't know that for sure. I'm just thinking out loud, but I don't think it does. But they're all black. You know, all the back of Crown Victorias are all black. So this will be a white back piece on the trunk lid with a Police Interceptor badge right here. I think that's going to look freaking cool, nice and clean. That's the way I like it. So as far as this piece goes, I mean, it turned out really good. You can see where I had a run in it yesterday that I didn't get sanded out all the way. Little imperfection there, a little solvent pop right there. There was a run right here that I got sanded. I thought I got it all out. Obviously it didn't. The grill looks really good and smooth. I mean, overall, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it looks pretty dang good for that old siphon feed gun that I have. And the cheap ATX base coat that I put on this, I mean, man, I mean, this is freaking good. I probably spent, so far on this lessons learned project, I've probably up to $600 or $800 on this thing, not including the car itself. So probably like $1,500 deep in this car so far, and I've got this kind of quality. So can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So yeah, I mean, this is cool. I mean, this looks really good. I'm very impressed. I'm almost out of lacquer thinner, so I don't know if I'm even going to be able to clean this gun out right now. So I may be having to buy another gun tomorrow. But I was just looking online, and I kind of want one of those Chinese knockoff Devil Bisque guns. So I may try one of those out. Hell with it. Might as well. Anyways, everything looks good. I mean, I'm just super duper duper impressed with the quality of my cheap siphon feed gun. I think it all looks really, really, really good. Can't wait to get it out in the sunlight. This is not snapped in all the way. I just have it set in there, so that way I could spray it all as one piece instead of having to spray the grill and spray the header panel all separate pieces. I can able to spray it all together. So I've got brand new headlights and turn signals. They're sitting in a box in the back of the lessons learned right now, ready to go on. The emblem is over there on the ladder on the wall, just chilling. But yeah, I mean, this is cleaner than the OEM panel that come off of this car. So I mean, I am very impressed. I mean, this looks really good. I mean, that right there turned out really slick. I wonder how far off or how much different this is than the OEM Performance White. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's very a little thick on the second coat of clear. You can see I got a few runs right there. There's a run right here, and there's some big ones right here. But if you can see, they're all in places where nobody's really even going to know but me and you. If you're watching this video, if you ever see me out and about, you'll know that I had to clean up some runs under there, so I'll clean that up later. I'm not really worried about it right now, but before I get the headlights in, I'll obviously get those cleaned up. I think there was another one over here. Yeah, right here is the worst one. This one, well, I say that one over there is probably the worst one under where the headlight housing is. This one's probably, to me, the worst one because it's actually on the visible finish of the car. Like this one down here, I don't care. This one right here, I don't like that one. So I've never had real good luck with cleaning up little runs like that versus the ones under or like underneath here, you know, I wouldn't really care about. But that one kind of sucks. I don't know if I can fix it without screwing it up. So just have to see what happens. But yeah, this turned out really, 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 really good. I'm very impressed. I haven't painted in a long time, so considering the fact that I had very minimal supplies to start with, I'm trying to ward off heat and dust and debris and trying to keep trash out of the paint. And then I've got this new issue where I've got solvent pop, and I've never had that problem before. I don't know why this base is causing, I think it's just the base causing that. I don't know if I'm spraying correctly. I don't know if I'm spraying the right pressure or if I have, I'm tired, you go to bed. I don't know if I have moisture in my lines. I don't think I do. I really think the issue was that, so today the 2 coats of base that I put on this stuff, I didn't put 2 coats of base on this, by the way. I only put one coat, but that got 2 coats of base, that got 2 coats of base today, and I reduced it. Instead of reducing it 1-to-1, I did a 1-to-1 25%. So I'd only went 25% reducer, and the tip on that siphon feed gun is a 1.7. So I just didn't reduce it down 1-to-1, and it actually sprayed a whole lot better and had a whole lot less solvent pop. I might be able to even spray that base just without a reducer at all, because it may just be fine without a reducer. The other part is I can't remember if I asked them to go ahead and have it ready, spray ready, so pre-reduced. They might have done that for me already, so it could already be reduced already. And if it is, then dang, because that just means it's going to take a whole lot longer for this stuff to dry. This has been curing, that's been curing for an hour already, and it's still very wet to the touch. This piece I just sprayed, that piece I just sprayed, but right before I just sprayed this last coat. But right before I just sprayed this last coat, I had to flip this piece over right here. This upper radiator support, I had to flip it over, and it was all I could do to flip it over and not get clear all over me and it coming off of my hands. So I am praying that it gets dry within an 8-hour period. I hope 8 hours from now this is rock hard and I can put it on the car. That would be freaking cool, because then I'd have a whole front end. And I might have to go get a tag for the thing so I can actually drive it. So, alright. Well, that's a wrap for today. I'm going to try to get a little bit of this stuff kind of cleaned up a little bit. I probably need to go ahead and get the basket tape off. And then, once I get that off, call it a night, go to bed. Get up in the morning and got some more work to do in the morning with all this work from home stuff. So I'm working from home, so I got to knock out some stuff in the morning. Probably after lunch tomorrow, I'll probably try to come in here and see what the status is. See if it's dry enough to install yet or not. So we'll see what happens. So over and out. Like and subscribe if you like the channel. If not, don't worry about it. Slow go process here. We got lessons learned video. So you're welcome. Thank you. Catch you later.